Welcome back to Up with Krem. Well, the Tokyo Olympics are set to resume this summer. Last year, we introduced you to an aspiring track and field Paralympian in Spokane, and Dana Marie McNichol checks in with her and her hopes of taking the podium.
The finish line was in sight. Victory was so close. Jaleen Roberts was only 6 months away from the opportunity to race and long jump at the Paralympic Games.
When I watched her compete for the first time, I immediately called the head coach of the national team and said, okay, we got something here.
Even when the world didn't know if and when the games would go on, Jaleen and her coach David didn't lose focus.
I'm still gonna just train as if it's happening.
5 days a week, you can still find Jaleen working hard and staying dedicated.
Do you remember what it felt like to get the news that they were postponed in 2020?
I gave myself a few days before talking to anyone or doing any interviews and stuff, because I just knew that I wouldn't be able to talk about it without getting choked up.
I spoke with her last March on Up with Krem as she processed the change.
The most important thing is to maintain a positive support system and positive thoughts.
That was my initial reaction.
And then Jaleen started to struggle both mentally and physically with the loss of a dream she'd been working so hard for.
At some points, I genuinely did not think that I was going to make it.
Although battling severe anxiety and depression, she found the courage to get help.
In March, when I was probably at my lowest, I decided voluntarily to go to a psychiatric hospital. I stayed there for a couple days.
Now looking to help other young athletes that could be struggling with something similar.
But that's why I'm so open and vocal about my mental health and my experiences with it, because I never want anyone to feel like they're so alone that they have to make a decision that is drastic and that's irreversible.
Using social media as a platform to share her journey of overcoming.
That's on my Instagram post, just being open and honest.
She says on the other side of 2020, she is a lot stronger on and off the track, motivated to defend the title of the second best long jumper in the world, but more importantly, holding on to the deeper meaning of why she joined track in the first place.
That for me has always been to be that person that younger girls with disabilities can look up to, because that's not something that I had when I was younger.
So the little girl watching that bun bounce across the finish line can dream of achieving greatness just like Jaleen.
I've just been trying to focus on, just in sport and in life, being in the present moment. So right now, I'm just looking forward to the first competition where I just get to compete and get an actual time.
Taking it one day and jump at a time towards her ultimate goal this summer at the Paralympic Games.